Coming up on Carolina News, EMS are slowing down, with fire trucks being the first ones to arrive on the scene.
And it took the ambulance an hour and 10 minutes to respond.
Plus, the Easter Bunny arrived early in Columbia today. Check out how Finley Park made that happen. But first, our sports crew takes us behind the scenes in Phoenix, showing the atmosphere with fans anticipating tonight's Final Four matchup.
We're rooting for opposite teams, but one of us is going to come away happy.
Carolina News starts now.
From the University of South Carolina, your news, your sports, your weather. Carolina News begins now.
Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Catherine Wagner. It's a huge night for our women's basketball team. They're facing one of the country's top teams.
Good afternoon, I'm Christopher Twitty. Today we have team coverage from our sports crew in Arizona who is covering the Final Four in Phoenix. Also, we'll have details on how watch parties are preparing in Columbia.
Up first, our Caroline Keene takes a look at how Gamecock fans have take over Phoenix. Support the team on the road.
Every April, one weekend changes everything. The brightest lights, the biggest stage, the Final Four. But before the ball goes up, the city takes over. From fan festivals to interactive courts, every corner is packed with something to do. It's not just about watching the game, it's about being part of it.
Well, this is very exciting for us. We're rooting for opposite teams, but one of us is going to come away happy, and I hope it's me.
Live music fills the streets, bringing fans from all over the country together for all different reasons.
Well, I think I'm a Dawn Staley fan, to be perfectly honest with you. How can you not be?
And fans can get on some of the action too.
I decided to try out the fun for myself. I saw Dawn and Tess to do this earlier, so we're going to see if I can attempt to do this. Oh god. Okay, so far not succeeding. Okay. Is there like a trick to this or no?
The fans bring the energy, they bring the passion, and they bring the noise. And tonight, they are ready.
What's your score prediction?
100 to 20.
I like that score. 100
For Carolina News, I'm Caroline Keene.
The Gamecocks take on a familiar face at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and hopes to advance to another national championship.
Fans are ready to celebrate the long-awaited USC vs. UConn matchup. Our Emma Wyatt shows us how the town is preparing for the game.
Yeah, guys, while some fans are heading out across Columbia, right here on campus, Gamecock Entertainment is inviting students to pack the Russell House Theater tonight for that Final Four matchup. Doors will open at 6:30 with tip-off happening at 7, and with free food and free swag, organizers are expecting a big turnout. Empty, quiet, and calm, at least for now. But in just a few hours, this theater will be packed with Gamecock fans for a showing of the Final Four matchup between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the UConn Huskies women's basketball team. Organizers like Amanda Lee say that this event is designed for more than just the game.
The students feel like they truly have like a place in the university because we do care so much about like fan experience and then making lifetime Gamecocks, and I think this is one of the great ways to do it.
Across Columbia, businesses are also getting in on the action, like hosting DJs and drink specials, offering fans another way to be a part of the moment.
I have faith that we're going to win. I think if I believe, then we will win.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to the championship. Definitely.
I think we're going to win. We hate UConn.
But for many fans, there's only one thing on their mind.
You know where we'll be going. We'll be jumping in the fountain. We'll be having a good time.
We might hit the fountain. I don't know.
Might hit the fountain. Might have to. It's a little germy, but hey, you got to.
Hopefully it's not slimy, though.
And with tip-off just hours away, students say they'll be right here in this theater, hoping to see the Gamecocks punch their ticket to another national championship. Reporting live in Columbia, Emma Wyatt, Carolina News, sending it back to my friends at the news desk.
Turning now to the forecast. How's the weather looking for the upcoming weekend, Lauren?
Is looking pretty cloudy with some dark clouds in the sky. I even saw quite a few raindrops on my way down here, but it is also quite warm and humid. But we could be seeing those temperatures dropping, and I will have more on that in my full forecast.
A Lexington man is facing serious charges tonight after a teenager allegedly caught him on camera exposing himself. SLED investigators say 41-year-old Jason Carnival didn't just stop there. Warrants claim he repeatedly made vulgar comments to the 16-year-old and even threatened to retaliate if the teen told anyone. Carnival was booked into the county jail Tuesday. Now the state attorney general is stepping in to prosecute this ongoing case.
A man among 5 arrested in connections with last month's shooting at a West Columbia Walmart is now facing new charges. 20-year-old Jalen Jones is charged with 6 counts of first-degree assault. He was denied bond and remains in the Lexington County Detention Center. Authorities say the shooting, which left shell casings and a shot-up vehicle in the parking lot, is not believed to be gang-related. Investigators are still working to determine what led up to the incident. A frightening medical emergency in Chapin neighborhood is sparking a bigger conversation about EMS response times. While help may arrive quickly, it's not always the right kind of help, but our Becca Blessing has the story.
When someone calls 911 for a medical emergency, firefighters and ambulances are both dispatched to respond.
Our roles in the calls are going to be a lot different. Generally, we're going to get there before EMS arrives, and we're going to be doing BLS care, basic life support.
Firefighters can begin care right away, but they can't do everything EMS can.
As firefighters, we're only trained to the EMR level, the emergency medical responder level, while some ambulance workers are EMS or EMT certified or paramedics.
And in many cases, they're left waiting. For many Midlands residents, that wait causes worry. What started as a normal night at a Chapin country club quickly turned into a medical emergency.
One of our members dropped outside in January on a sidewalk with a heart attack. And it took the ambulance an hour and 10 minutes to respond.
After that, she turned to Facebook, asking if others have experienced the same thing. She says responses were immediate, leading to the creation of the Lexington County Ambulance Response Solutions Group.
They gave her oxygen and it wasn't really working for her. So they called the ambulance, and the ambulance didn't come till like 45 minutes later. Meanwhile, she's gasping.
Nationally, EMS response times for critical calls are often around 7 to 8 minutes. But in Lexington County, officials said in 2023, high-priority calls averaged about 11 minutes. After multiple requests for an interview or written statement from county EMS agencies, no response was provided. Firefighters say delays can come down to demand and staffing.
How busy they are, how many numbers of trucks they have, what their staffing is like.
For families like these, the issue just isn't response times. It's what can happen while they wait. In Columbia, I'm Becca Blessing, Carolina News.
And as concerns continue, residents say they'll keep pushing for answers, hoping no one else has to wait when every second counts.
Coming up on Carolina News, invasive plants are springing up as spring continues. Find out more about how these plants affect after the break.
Spring has officially sprung, and with that comes blooming flowers. Our Mia Terry has the story on how some plants can actually be quite dangerous.
If you drive or walk around the Midlands, you may encounter a purple blob of tiny little flowers. However, don't get blinded by their beauty. These plants can be dangerous to the environment around them. These plants are invasive.
Invasive species are damaging because they outcompete our native species here.
Jeremiah from Riverbank Botanical Garden also talked about how wisteria will take over your garden.
Wisteria is a running vine. It will colonize an area quickly.
Wisteria is not the only invasive plant common in South Carolina. The Southeast is known for invasive plants like kudzu and the Bradford pear tree, as well as bamboo and elephant ears.
Other things, calorie pear, get taken away. You don't realize it's a problem, but they're spreading throughout the woods and natural areas.
But how do invasive species become invasive?
For plants, I think it tends to be industry or ornamental that are the causes.
As wisteria is very beautiful, Jeremiah and Austin recommend these alternatives.
If people want that, kind of lavender and purple shades like wisteria, we do have an American wisteria.
I would suggest something like coral honeysuckle. It's a native plant.
If you do decide to plant an invasive species, here are some tips.
Keep them contained in containers, keep them in pots. Don't let them touch the soil.
As well as here are some techniques to get rid of those pesky invasive plants.
Pesticides, insecticides, all that, they're really your key or check there.
In Columbia, I'm Mia Terry, Carolina News.
It is advised that beginners don't plant invasive species, as well as do research into the plants in your garden.
A U.S. F-15 fighter jet was shot down over Iran with one pilot rescued, and the status of the second pilot is unclear at this time. The incident comes amid escalating tensions following a U.S. strike on Iranian infrastructure, including the collapse of the B-1 bridge. President Trump has warned the U.S. and has not even started destroying what's left in Iran. While Iranian officials vow retaliation, the conflict has killed thousands across the region, including American service members.
2 people are displaced after a house fire in Eastover, adding to 7 others displaced just last week across the Midlands. The American Red Cross says it's responding, providing immediate help to families, and working to prevent future fires. Our Becca Blessing has more.
A house fire in Eastover has left 2 people displaced after flames damaged a home on Chain Gang Road. This comes just days after another fire displaced 13 people at Village Creek condominiums. As house fires continue across the Midlands, the American Red Cross says it's stepping in to help, providing food, clothing, and temporary shelter, as South Carolina sees about 6 home fires a day.
That's something that's very important and prevalent in our community, is to make sure that we get the word out to help anyone and everyone that might be involved when it comes to a home fire.
Officials say home fires are the most frequent disaster, and they can spread in just minutes. When a home fire happens, residents typically only have 2 minutes to escape. According to the American Red Cross, house fires cause 7 deaths a day in the U.S., and having working smoke alarms can cut that number in half. As part of their response, the Red Cross has installed around 3 million smoke alarms with the help of community partners, and sharing fire safety information through their Home Fire campaign. Since launching the campaign in 2014, they say it's helped save more than 2,500 lives across the country.
To make sure that people are safe, just in case if a home fire might happen.
The Red Cross says support starts immediately after a fire and continues through the recovery process, as its campaign works to reduce the number of families displaced by home fires. In Columbia, I'm Becca Blessing, Carolina News.
The Red Cross is also encouraging people to donate, as those contributions help provide food, shelter, and other resources for families impacted by disasters. You can donate by visiting redcross.org/repairs-c.
There's a new club making noise on the University of South Carolina's campus. The Storm Shop and Shake Cheer Club is the first of its kind, blending rhythm, culture, and traditional cheer. Captains say they started the team to create a safe space for girls to thrive, and their performances have already gone viral online. The group hopes to one day perform at Gamecocks basketball and football games. The group's next event will be their Wannabe Celebrity Showcase at Russell House Theater on April 13th. Easter fun got kicked off today at Finley Park. Grayson Thomas found exactly that.
Eggs decorated the ground around Finley Park as kids of all ages waited for the chance to fill their baskets. And when the whistle finally blew, kids who got the most eggs were awarded early Easter basket prizes. And even if they didn't win a basket, kids still fought for bragging rights. Hey, who got the most amount of eggs today? Me! You did? How many did you get? 25. How many did you get?
I didn't count. I got 26 now. I got 30.
30?
No, you did.
Yes,
I do. No, you did.
The event featured food trucks, a library on wheels, a DJ, and even the Easter Bunny himself.
Hey, it's a wonderful event that we have out here for Easter, man. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of kids having fun.
The park also had fun games set up, businesses with tables out promoting, balloon animals, and of course, face paint.
I cannot leave here without getting my face painted by
Khalil, Fahrenheit, Tiger's Body Art.
Do y'all do events like this all the time?
Most definitely, all over Columbia, all outside of Columbia, everywhere. Y'all see us, they love us.
All right, let's do it.
And while the Easter Bunny doesn't officially make his rounds till Saturday night, Finley Park got the celebration started.
Happy Easter! Happy almost Easter!
In Columbia, for Carolina News, I'm Grayson Thomas.
Be on the lookout for more springtime events taking place in Columbia.
The Easter Bunny could be bringing more than just Easter baskets this Sunday. Our Lauren Smiley is live in the greenhouse with an update on this weekend's weather.
That's right, the Easter Bunny unfortunately will be bringing more than just Easter baskets, and that's because he might be bringing some rain. But I will have all the details on that in my full forecast coming up next. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Carolina News. My name is Lauren Smiley, and currently in Columbia we are looking at a nice 79 degrees, pretty mild temperatures, and like we said earlier, that humidity is 57% because that chance of rain, which we've already seen a little bit today, is 24% with just some light evening showers possible. But if we go ahead and take a look at tonight, it shouldn't dampen your plans too much with the UConn Gamecocks Final Four game starting at 7 p.m. Here in Columbia, we can go out, celebrate, and enjoy with it being pretty nice temperatures that will start to go down as the evening goes on. So you might want to think about wearing a long sleeve. But if we go ahead and look at the Midlands, something we don't see often, the northern Midlands is actually hotter than the southern Midlands with 82 degrees being the highest in Newberry. But if we want to go ahead and take a look at that pollen count. So if your grandma is hiding her Easter eggs in the trees, you might be running out of there sneezing, but if they're in the grass, the pollen is pretty low. So all should be well with that. If we want to go ahead and take a look at the 5-day forecast. Now for tomorrow, starting off our Easter weekend right, Saturday it's going to be a high of 83 with a low of 65. Sunday, which we're going to touch more on what it's going to look like with the rain on Easter. Monday and Tuesday, pretty nice 70s, but Wednesday is, like I said, when we start to see a decrease in the temperatures, with 68 being the high. We want to go ahead and take a look at the rain chances. Now, with the rain being highest, like I said, on Sunday, but it shouldn't dampen your plans too much on Easter. And then the rest of the week, we shouldn't be seeing too much rain. If we want to go ahead and take a look at Easter Sunday. Now that is all I have right now for Carolina News, but I will be back talking a little bit more about Easter Sunday after this.
Sports is next on Carolina News. Aiden Bro reminds us of the long-awaited rematch tonight. Plus, Gamecock Baseball picks up a huge win last night in a new addition to a local park.
Welcome back to Carolina News. It's time for sports. Today's the day, a rematch we've waited almost a year to see.
The Gamecocks are facing UConn in the Women's Final Four. Last time these two played was last year's national championship, a game that shocked most Carolina fans as the Gamecocks got blown out, losing 82-59. That score is stuck with a lot of the team, and they look to have a different outcome this time around, searching for another championship for USC.
The game will take place in Phoenix, Arizona, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm staying with the Gamecocks, but we are moving over to the Diamond.
The Gamecocks pick up their second SEC win of the season, shocking number 2 Texas in a 9-1 blowout that started in the second inning. The Gamecocks knocked in 5 runs and didn't look back the rest of the game. It was a solid outing for Gamecock pitcher Alex Valentine, throwing 84 pitches over 3 innings, striking out 5 batters, letting up only 1 run.
The series will continue over the weekend as they face off again 7 p.m. and tomorrow at 2 p.m., both here in Columbia at Founders Park. Staying on the Diamond, but moving to the pros.
The Atlanta Braves win big against the Diamondbacks in a 17-2 victory. Atlanta took an early 10-1 lead in the 5th and just kept pouring on runs after that. This puts them only half a game back from the top of the NL East with a 5-2 record. Now, while the season still has a long way to go, this is a great start for Atlanta.
The series will continue tonight at 9:45 with 2 more games tomorrow and Sunday. Switching from the ballpark to a local park.
The town of Irmo just opened a new basketball court for the public at Rawls Creek Park, featuring a professional-grade full-size court, including brand new hoops, painted logos, and benches surrounding the court. While nobody was out there this morning, I'm sure as the weather gets warmer, we'll see more and more come out to shoot around.
That's all the time I have for today. Sending it back to Catherine and Christopher at the desk.
Coming up on Carolina News, see how one popular yoga instructor has had the same yoga students for over 40 years.
Finally, tonight on Carolina News, in Santa Monica, there is a yoga teacher that is showing that age is just a number. Solomon Raghaven Delgado is living life to the fullest, saying that he focuses on being stress-free and following a vegetarian diet. His love for yoga first began as a love story, falling in love with a yoga teacher. Now, at age 93, Raghaven uses yoga to keep breathing through every step of his life. Not only is this a heartwarming story, but impressive. I can't even touch my toes.
Yeah, safe to say I certainly could not be doing that at 93.
Yeah, well, I know today there's beautiful weather to go outside and maybe hit some yoga poses. Lauren, what about on Easter? Can we do some yoga then?
Well, now I have no excuse to not do yoga, so on Easter, I guess we can fit it in with the times. But like I said, I promised you guys we would tell you a little bit more about what the rain is going to be looking like on Easter. And we should see some showers in the more afternoon to evening times, with about 78 degrees being the medium number. So that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a happy Easter. Back to my friends at the news desk.
Thanks so much for being with us this evening.
We hope to see you all back here tomorrow. Have a great weekend.